so it's like a 6-week process. So we're gonna have that set up, and we're gonna have that chapter, and we're gonna be able to, I was telling my daughter,
Right.
that she could come and experience that.
Mm.
Both of my daughters, they can come and experience that.
Right. Right.
Just be able to vibe and just know that you can create. It's not about what you're gonna be. It's about what you're gonna create.
What you're gonna create? Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So they created stuff.
Mm.
They created a community. They made it happen.
Mhm.
They made it happen.
Mhm.
Whatever they desire, whatever came in their mind, it manifests. So you can do the same thing,
And
that's
that's
gonna be
and
one
that's
of the things.
and that's one of the, I'm not sure if you understand or you are familiar with the way I do readings, but that is one of the main things that your spirit guides are now speaking to me about in terms of who you are. He is a mastermind. I see the number 9 with you. 9 is the number of what? Rebirth, fertility, to grow, to begin new things, to make things happen in a sense. And what they're also saying is, when I say mastermind, meaning once you put your intentions, as you just confirmed, once you put your intentions out there, it's gonna grow, it's gonna happen. And another thing that they're saying is to protect your crown chakra. I'm not sure of who you are around all the time, but you have to understand that lots of people are going through a lot of healing process, and they're trying to find themselves. And in any event, you do not want other people's energy to interact, or rather to mingle with your spiritual growth. So what I see, what they're showing me, like how the Muslims wear the little hats. What is the name of those hats?
Yeah, those little African hats. Yeah.
Whatever it is. Yeah, whatever it is. Go ahead. What you was
I
gonna?
can't remember the name of it.
Okay, but you are aware, right? But you are aware of it. So what they're saying is,
Right.
tell this God to protect his head. Tell this God to protect his crown chakra. And another thing that I want you to begin doing during meditation is visualize the white light of the universe coming down from the ethers and into your body to remove all past life traumas that has been stored, that is not has been, but that is stored inside of you. There's some feelings that, sometimes you become sensitive towards things, or sometimes you may feel like, why am I feeling like this, or what's happening with me. It's a sense of how can I say, like indirection or confusion, but you're trying to find out, you're trying to figure something out. That is due to past life trauma that is now trying to leave your what avatar body, is what they're saying. So in order for it to be expelled out of your system, you need to, or you should begin to visualize this white slash gold light, is what they're saying. This white slash gold light from the ethers down from your body and into the earth. Another thing what they're saying, telling me, is blood cells. And I feel like you may have to, I guess, like the monatomic gold. Are you familiar? You take
Yes, I'm familiar.
good. Take that, anything to activate or to awaken that pineal gland. And another deity that is with you, I don't know if Set or Ampu is the same people, but that's who they're speaking to me about, Set or Ampu. And what they're saying is the gatekeeper, the one that opens the gates for other people, the one that seeks knowledge, is what they're speaking to me about. And they're saying, listen, tell him to take things step by step, be patient with everything that you want to accomplish, and don't, just because somebody invites you to do a project, or somebody invites you to do a certain thing, don't say yes to every and anything. Your energy does not, how can you say, your energy does not agree. That's what it is. Your energy does not agree with every single thing. Sometimes, you want to be involved with stuff, and you want to be involved with meditation with other people, and you want to be involved, but you really have to guard yourself, because again, there's lots of people around you that are trying to find themselves, which is a good thing. Like all of this is a good thing, but you have to also protect yourself from other people's aura and other people's energy. So as a result, you have to really scrutinize and say, okay, where am I going? What time is it? Who's going to be there, etc., etc., because you are actually on a path of higher consciousness. I see a star in front of you, and that star, I'm feeling like it may be Sirius B or Sirius or A, or a Sirius star like the Dogon energy, and that is, I guess, what you need to become attracted to, or what you need to focus on. And it may be a mantra, or rather it may be a mandala that will help you to open up your pineal gland, because that's where they saying in transition of opening the pineal gland and opening the internal universe inside of you. So what they're saying is that star, you know how people, when they have specific things that they use, like specific tools that they use during meditation. A star is what they're showing me for you. And I see a grandmother here. Is your grandmother on the other side?
Yeah, she's on the other side trying to make me. I've been offering up ancestor money to her on my altar.
Well, she's thankful of that. She's here. She has a nice skirt, nice, well dressed skirt. It's white, is a white skirt, and she has a pink top on, and she has her head covered. So it's white, pink, and no, white on the top, pink shirt, and then white skirt again. And I'm feeling like she has the Urzuli Frida, or the Urzuli energy, the goddess of love and fertility. They go to the fertility aspect again. So again, it's not fertility in the sense that you're making babies, but it's fertility in the sense that you're giving birth to new ideas and new creation and new situations in your life. They're saying, listen, this is a starting point for you. And I'm telling you, my love, the number 9 is definitely with you, because I see the number 54 again. So therefore, you are at like a starting point where you're closing out one chapter only for you to begin again. Once you have accomplished and mastered the internal you, or mastered yourself, you will become a whole new person. You even have the potential to become a priestess or a babalao, is what they're saying. But he has to be patient, is what they're telling me. He has to be patient, and he has to be consistent, and he always has to go within, and he has to cleanse himself from past life emotions, because, or feelings, because to the having let me tell you, being in a very, in a how do you say this, in a leadership, or being in a certain light, or being a certain person, like such as myself, we can't mingle with every and anybody, and we cannot take things personally that other people do to us, because we are all resonating on a higher frequency. And this is what they're saying to me to tell you, listen, stop taking things personally that other people may say or do to you, because guess what, you're elevating, you're not mingling with the lower, but you're bringing yourself higher. And in that situation, that pulling you back thing comes from the karmic debt that you are paying from past life feelings. And I feel like, are you scared of water?
I'm not afraid. I know how to swim, but there is fear in me that I'm trying to find out where it's coming from. All of a sudden, ever since just before I started waking up in July, I started having this feeling of fear inside me. It's like, I don't know where it's coming from, so I'm trying to figure it out.
You're the only one and that deals with the past life trauma. That deals with. I feel like you might have drowned in your past life. That's how you made the transition with the water. Because I see a child, and I don't feel like it may be an abortion. I don't feel like that. I'm seeing a child drowning, and that resonates with you. And that's how you made the transition. But then again, we are when we're in our mother's womb, we are surrounded by water. So you drowned of water only to be reborn again into water. And what is your sign?
My number 2 Pisces.
You see, there you go, that water. Yeah, it's something with water and emotions and feelings. So it's all about letting go. It's all about conquering yourself. It's all about putting yourself first and stop and not saying stop, but being more careful with who you choose to sacrifice yourself for, because you know us as Pisceans, we tend to always, all right, I'm gonna do this for you, all right, I'm gonna do that for you, and we neglect ourselves. So in any event, what they're saying is that deals with a lot of your past life feelings and past life experiences that you have not yet mastered in this particular lifestyle here. Again, my love, I'm telling you, um and it makes sense because if you came back as a Pisces, it has some connection with your past life. Again, you might have drowned into water only for you to come back into water and come under the Piscean, come under the sun of a Pisces, which deals with water itself. And then that deals with feelings, that deals with intuition, that deals with third eye opening, that deals with psychic abilities. There go that Babalao thing that I was telling you about or recommending you about, the shaman, the priestess, because you do know that Pisceans are very spiritual people. We are the priestess. We are the one that leads people into the mystic world. That is all within you. So then you have to also find that balance between the physical you and the spiritual you, and that's where the gray shade in a sense come in, at where you're trying to find. And again, you're trying and you're doing it. So don't just feel that as if you're stuck, because you're not stuck. You're just in transition trying to find a way, and you will find a way. And by finding the way is what they recommended in terms of during meditation, you visualize this gold slash white light coming from the ethers into your internal universe, which is the body, and cleansing yourself out. And then two, the gold, the monatomic gold, to activate your DNA cells and activate, that pineal gland that needs to be awakened. Mhm. Mhm. Do you have any questions? And your grandmother here, she's just like, she's very lovely. She's happy. She's actually happy that you are receiving this reading. She is sitting on a crown. I mean, not a crown. She's sitting on a throne, and she's sending you her love, and she's thankful for the things that you do. She wants you to give her milk. She's asking for milk. So if she's asking for milk, I'm feeling like she might have like this Oshun energy with her, because Oshun is also can be also is related to Urzuli, or Urzuli Frida. In Creole we call her Urzuli Frida. And she is the goddess again of fertility, of love, and of abundance. And again, my love, try, it's nobody that's holding you back but yourself. That's just the bottom line. Nobody is holding you back but yourself. And your grandmother is saying, yep, 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 tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him. That's what she's saying. She's like, yep, tell him, tell him, I tell him. I'm telling you, he's holding himself back. He's holding himself back. I feel very good with her energy. She has like a very motivated and loving and peaceful energy with her. And she said she loves all her children, and she loves what everybody is doing, how everybody is accomplishing with themselves. Some of your family members wish that they could have been more than what they did, but they're still trying, and she's acceptance of that. Had everybody come together and honor the ancestral realm, probably things would have been a little bit better for your other family members. But everyone is not on that same particular frequency. And you, as a Pisces, you're very passionate with the things that you do and the things that you believe in. So you're going to try to pull people to get on with the program. But guess what, my love? You can't do that, because everybody is not ready to receive the words, or is not like you said that you just got into this consciousness in July, correct? July, what is it, early July or late July?
It was late July and everything. I was married. I had a wife.
You see?
I was with the Hebrew Israelites for like 8 years prior to I got to this church for 12 years. I was a deacon for like for like a couple of years, and we had just bought a house, and then one day I just got so depressed. I said, you know what, I can't do this no more. So I called my pastor. We were working on this album. I was doing some engineering work, and I said, listen, I'm not coming back no more. He said, what? And like, what do you mean? I said, well, I'm not coming back. He said, let me come by and talk. So he came by the house. He talked. He said, so he said, why don't you stay a little while? You know, we about to go on vacation. Blah, blah. You know, you got this house. You got your wife. I said, okay, I'll stay. I tried staying. Like 2 weeks later, I started feeling this depression again. So I told my ex-wife, I said, listen, I can't. So like, what? You're the reason why I came. So I tried staying, but after the third time, I said, no, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. So I ended up sleeping in another bedroom for like 2 months. I was like, oh, you're going to go to hell, and we're no longer married. So I was trying to convince her. I was trying to show her different things that I was coming across, as far as the laws, and because we were heavily into the laws, God's laws, and I was trying to show her. I said, these things that we're learning are just mimics. There's more to it, and we haven't been told everything. Everything wasn't told us. We have to search out more because there's more to the Bible than. And I was just trying to share, but and I got her to almost want to say, yeah, we can still stay married even though I'm not going to the church. But then she went back and talked to the pastor, and he was like, nah. So she came back. My husband needs to be here. So I left in October, and since then I've been on a journey, just learning so much. I came out to New York in January with Gano Grills, and I took his Guides and Altars. That's how I learned how to do my altars, and I took his Kundalini Reiki class, and I got a pendulum. That's a whole nother story. I learned through my pendulum who my divine parents were. Ra, Kapera, Avatala. And I learned this just by questioning. It was like things that I wanted to know. I just knew how to answer, and I knew how to ask the questions. And it was amazing how I was getting these answers on different things. And I found this, and then I was learning all that. And then, maybe about a month or two ago, I went on this crystal retreat in Little Rock, Arkansas. And that was amazing. And I found this big old clear quartz crystal, and I wanted it. And I told my higher self, and I was thinking, I said, I couldn't find nothing, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna use my pendulum, but I'm gonna put in my mind what I want. I said I wanted a clear quartz crystal that would fit in my hand, but I wanted it to be a big one. And I pulled out my pendulum, and it kept telling me no, but when it gave me that yes, within 10 minutes, I pulled out what I desired. Pulled it out of the ground with my hands. Everybody was like, oh, we're going to put gloves on. I said, I ain't putting no gloves on.
Right.
In the earth, I'm going to put my hands in the earth. These are supposed to be people that's been going around teaching one, they're supposed to be conscious, about, us people, and they talking about putting on gloves. I was like, that was like an insult to my ears. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm going to put my fingers in this dirt. I'm pulling this thing out. So I was trying to tell them, and I met maybe about 4 or 5 people there had pendulums. I said, listen, if you got a pendulum, you use your pendulum. You got it. You got it.
Right.
If they wasn't feeling the vibe that I was coming for, they was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. They didn't do it. That's why I had what I had.
Right.
But, so I've been on a journey, and like right now, I'm taking this astrology class. I'm in the 6th, so like a 6-week class with this brother named Coach Kyer.
Yeah, I know Kyer.
Yep. So I'm taking this. I even had a session with him recently, maybe about a week ago. Because after I had about 4 weeks, I said, okay, I think I'm ready to have a consultation with him about my chart, because I wanted to get some specifics about my chart. So I'm taking this class. I'm 2 weeks away from finishing that. After I finish that, I'm gonna take S.I. Lee Meyer's Numerology class, and then after I finish with him, then I want to take Lloyd Strayhorn's Astral Numerology course.
I think Lord Strayhorn class would definitely benefit you. He's one of my master teachers as well. And that's a beautiful thing. But in any event, step by step, being patient with yourself, because sometimes you can get a little bit, sometimes we, not only you particularly, but we can get overwhelmed with so much knowledge and so much information because we're just starting. I was once like that, when I started when I became awakened, or when I became conscious, I was just like that. But then as a Pisces, sometimes you just be like, yo, fuck this. Like, forget all of this. I'm gone within. I'm the master teacher, and you just confirm what I was telling you before, that you are capable of being a priestess or a batalao, a babalao. Now, again, your spirit guides is gonna tell me things about you that happened in the past, present, and future tense. So the main fact that you already confirmed that you was a deacon, or you was into the, preaching the word, you can actually, what they're saying is, recycle what you have done and put it into something better, meaning, you know closing out the old so you can begin the new. They go that number 9 again. So again, it's all about balance. It's all about restructuring what you want in your life. And you know how they say, take a horror story and make it into a beautiful story, a beautiful ending. This is exactly what you're doing now. You are recycling, and you are giving birth to a new life. Again, the number 9 is coming up. So again, be calm, be patient, know that everything that you do, will manifest into something very beautiful. Your love affair, your love relationship, that's gonna come. That's a beautiful thing for you. So don't even worry about, having attraction with other women or whatever, because you're a very beautiful soul. Again, you're a Pisces, and you know us Pisces, we get anybody we want. Now, let me let me slide. Let me stop. Let me not be cocky about us Pisces. But in any event,
I was gonna ask you that.
Say that again.
Soulmate. I said I was gonna ask you about the soulmate because I was using my pendulum, and it was, I was asking like about my soulmate. I said, will I meet the soulmate, or the one that the Creator created for me, as opposed to me going out and trying to establish. Well, I don't think there's nothing wrong with meeting people and different things, but as I'm coming into knowledge and stuff, I'm finding out that I have a higher vibration with people that are born in certain months, that are born on certain numbers, and it's evident because when I came across this information, and I'm looking at this information, from astrology standpoint and numerology standpoint, I began to reflect on people that I know, who do I have the strongest relationships, and it's matching up with the numerology to a T. Everybody that I know that's a number 7 or number 9 that's born in August, or born in March, that's born in July, I'm very, very close with. I'm saying, all right, this is a confirmation, because I'm looking at everybody that I know, everybody that I'm very close with, and they're 2s, they're 7s, they're 6s, they're everything that numerology says they're born in those months. So I'm like, okay, so maybe I want to focus in on finding a soulmate that's within this vibration.
This is the key, though. Let me give you the blueprint to that. You don't even have to focus on that, because once you begin to align yourself with your higher self, or with the higher vibration, that soulmate that you desire is also in progress, or in process of aligning herself with her higher vibration. So once you have reached your peak, and she has reached her peak, you now meet by divine appointment. And I'm only saying this because you do not want to, at this particular point now, listen to me carefully, you don't want to attract someone now because you are not where you want to be fully. You want to attract someone that when you're at your highest peak, she's at her highest peak. You don't want to attract someone that and again, we all have baggages, we all have the past, but learn how to master themselves. And that's where the white and gold light comes in, that where they want you to purify yourself only for your mate, or only for your new adventure, and only for this new chapter of yours. And as you just confirmed, you are attracted to the number 6, 7, and you are a 2. Now the number 6, if you flip that around, that's also the number 9. So we dealing with, again, fertility, new beginnings, closing out the old only for you to start the new. And the number 9 is the closest number to God, because after 9 it's 1. So we dealing with infinite, infinity, everlasting, as above so below. So your grandmother here, she's speaking to me about this love, and she's waving me off like, he's gonna find it, he's gonna find it, it's gonna come to you, it's gonna come. But you just, again, you have to be patient, and you have to work on yourself. And again, I used to feel like that, and this is recently, this is my recent feelings, and I'm gonna keep it real with you because I've been on this journey a little bit longer. um I used to feel the same way that you feel about astrology and numerology and things like that. What's your sign, and what's his numbers and things like that nature. And I will base, or I would perceive somebody based on if they was a Scorpio, or I would judge. That's what it is. I would judge you based on what you are, and not accept you for who you are. You get what I'm saying? Because you're a Libra, oh, we're not compatible. Why aren't we compatible? You see, why? Because what I have studied, or what somebody put into the ethers, or what somebody put out in a book, says that Libras and Pisces are not compatible. No, I personally feel that it all deals with the level of consciousness. It all deals with where this person is at on a spiritual level. Honestly speaking, because I'm gonna keep it real, and this is being recorded. And I just confessed to this brother, I had a spiritual attraction to this brother, and he's a Libra. And I would never in my life think that a Libra and a Pisces will get along. But I had to say to myself, if we are people of the divine being, if we are gods and goddesses, do you really think that I set an Osiris said, okay, oh, you're born in this month and you're born in that month, that I can't get with you? No. We dealing with the soul. We dealing with the spirit. We scanning people's spirit. We trying to see if, and that's why it's called soulmate. That has nothing to do with your numbers and the month that you're born. Your soul doesn't even know any number. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to take you away from your belief, because you have to go through this, and this is a good thing to understand, because it's good to, when you want to deal with people, when you want to work with other people, that's good too. But when you dealing with love, and you dealing with attraction, and you dealing with finding a relationship or being in a relationship, me personally, my take on that is, I no longer put or perceive or judge people based on astrology and numerology. I was just recently in a relationship, or dealing, or rather dating, a Scorpio. And you would think that a Scorpio and a Pisces would be very much compatible, right? Pisces and or even Cancer, right? You would think so, but that's not the case.
Somewhat.
That's not the case.
I totally understand what you're saying, sister, because I was one of the conversations that I was having with Coach Zaire, that I was sharing with him, is that, and he confirmed it with me, is that it's you. The astrology and all this kind of stuff is just a template or blueprint, but you control everything. So you can manipulate anything within everything. It's the power is within you. This is just a guideline saying about being attracted to Libras and stuff like that. I don't think there's anybody that I haven't been able to communicate or have an attraction with. So that's why it was it was interesting that it says that I'm only attracted to certain ones, and I've experienced the opposite. I've been attracted to all.
No. It's not that you've been attracted to all. All has been attracted to you. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Pisces. I'm not trying to I'm telling you the truth. That's just the gift that Pisceans have, where everyone is, or not even everyone, but natural things or higher centered things are attracted to us. And that's why you see with our with how the Pisceans are depicted, one stream going up, one fish going up, and the one going down. So which you want to attract? Do you want the positive to be attracted to you, or do you want the negative to be attracted to you? Which one you want? And that all of this attraction that comes to you is only in you because of what's happening in your internal universe, which is the body. And this is the reason why your spirit guides is saying to me, listen, tell him to begin to cleanse or detox the internal universe within himself. You're on the right path. You're getting the knowledge. You're doing the meditation, but you have to start to do more of the internal work. Rather you cleansing yourself with spiritual baths, rather you are humming or saying the om vibration to heighten up the DNA or the cells within you, rather you taking the monatomic gold as they recommended, anything to assist the internal universe, not the external, because the numbers, the astrology, that's good too. But as Pisces, again, we are very emotional, very intuitive, very, skeptical, very mystic, very psychic, but that all results in the internal you inside of us. This is what's happening inside of us, you see. So do more of that so that you can attract what it is that you want. And I'm not taking anything away from the belief of numerology and astrology, because I too believe in that, but I also personally feel that it's not all about the astrology and numerology, but it's all about the person, and it's all about your internal vibration as well.
Right. The cleansing part, or the past life, or get into that past life. I remember when I was using my pendulum and I was trying to get ideas on, I was trying to get a clear understanding on praying and meditation. And so I started using my pendulum. I was asking different questions. And so I found out that the best time that's for me to pray is in between 4 and 4:56. So I was trying to figure out, okay, why is it suggesting that I stop at 4:56? I was doing a whole bunch of questioning, and I was getting down to like the hours that I should stop, into the minute, into the minutes. So at 4:56 was the ideal time for it to stop, which is my karmic deck number, which is 15 when you add 4:56. So I started asking more questions. I said, okay, so this is dealing with my karmic debt number. So I said, okay, so what is it about this karmic debt? So when I started asking more questions, my higher self was just, it basically came down to, I'm supposed to ask my divine parents or my spiritual guides to forgive me for my past life, or
That's why,
forgive me for my karmic debt.
Right. That's why they're telling you what to do. That's why they're telling you to bring down the white/gold light. Like a white gold light. You know that color, like a white gold. That's why that's the first thing that came up. That's the reason why. That's why they're telling you that's what you should do in order to release yourself from past life trauma, also known as past life debt, Karmic debt. That's the same thing. We speak in the same language but different ways.
Right.
And then too, let me break this down for you. You said 456, right?
Mhm.
Now, what number did I tell you? I said I also see the number 54, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Sure did.
So then 4 plus 4 and 5, 456, 4 and 5, that's 9. And then remember when I said the 9 is also a 6. So we
Right.
speak in the same language, my love. We speak in the same language.
Right.
We speak in the language of fertility, of growth, of godhood, getting closer to your God self. Closing out old chapters only for you to begin a new one, which you're doing already right now. Nurturing yourself. Stop, like you was doing, trying to pull someone else onto the boat that don't want to. Want to take the boat ride. That's the nurturing you. That's the Pisces you. You want other people to do good because you care too much. You got to stop caring for people that don't want to care for themselves. And because to the extent that you do that, you're going to drain yourself or you're going to drown yourself, as I see you in your past life, drowning yourself. And again, that drowning that I'm seeing, it may be symbolic to lots of things. It may be symbolic to emotions. It may be symbolic that you're fearful of certain things. It may be symbolic to, so many different things. What drowning basically means, and it's gonna come to you. Things are gonna begin to come to you. Past life information is gonna become to you too. And guess what? The number 6 also deals with Akashic records. You see, so here you go. You have the 4 and the 5, which is the number 9, meaning closing out the old to begin the new. And then the 6 is the Akashic records. And what are you doing now? You're taking astrology, you're taking numerology, you're doing meditation, only for you to what? Tap into that internal universe, which is also known as the Akashic records. That's all that is. That's all it is. I've been speaking to you throughout this whole session about the number 9 and the number 6, and it's that's what's happening with you. That's the cycle that you're on now. Mhm.
So visualize that white,
Say that
white
once
gold
more.
light coming into my chakra. My
Mhm.
coming gold to help me because I thought my chakras were open, because I went through the Kundalini Reiki and
Mhm.
different things. But and it's interesting that you were saying to protect yourself because I've been thinking about wearing a white hood more often.
Mhm.
Because I remember I had gone to this one spiritual center, and like that has a lot of nationalities there. And when they greet you, they ask everybody, to stand up when they greet you. They put their hands out, and they have this, these words to say to you, positive. We're sending this energy, and I felt energy coming into my crown chakra. My crown chakra, and into my crown chakra up until like my forehead area, and I felt this energy, and I was trying to figure out like, okay, I'm feeling energy coming into me from this place, and so I was like, all right, this is different. I haven't felt this before anywhere else that I've gone to. So I was kind of, I was trying to manage. I'm like, is this something that I want, or is this something that I should continue to keep coming for, or should I not? I was contemplating on that. So
Okay, so the
it was interesting.
So the question is, did it feel good to you or did it feel weird? Did it feel
It felt
did it feel like it was supposed to be there? Did it feel soothing? Did it feel welcoming? Or did it feel like it was somebody else's energy?
it felt I would say that it felt weird because I've never experienced that before.
Mhm.
So just because I never felt it before, I would say that I was unsure of. I can't say that I was feeling happy or anything like that, but it was just something I was experiencing. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this energy. Should I be excited about it? So I was trying to analyze what it was that I was feeling, but I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nothing bad to say, and I didn't have no high excitement. It was just okay. I'm feeling this energy. Okay, this
It
is
just
interesting.
right. Okay. So
Right.
then yeah, so then that's that so then the message is clear for you to prevent those kind of feelings again, since you are sometimes you could be unaware of certain energies that you might pick up. And again, you doing all of this Reiki work and you doing the spiritual work, so you have to guard yourself, and that's why your spirit guides is saying, listen, tell him to wear that the head, or protect yourself, or even a white hoodie with whatever it is that you want, or even saging yourself. Every reading that I do, from time to time, I have to sage myself. I have to burn certain candles. I have to take spiritual baths to get other people's energy off of me. And again, some even practitioners, they don't successfully cleanse themselves, and they doing all of this spiritual work, and they just passing on other people's debt or other people's residue. And I'm not saying that's what
Right.
happened with you, but because you are on this journey, you got to protect yourself from what people may be lacking. And again, I'm not saying that the chakras is not open, because that's not what they're telling me. What they're telling me is for you to your opening your chakra has nothing to do with cleansing past life feelings or past life emotions and things like that. The one does not have nothing to do with another. How can you move forward if you haven't cleansed what has been done in the past? Just like when people want to
Right.
get on this transition diet, or want to eat more healthy, I always tell my clients, I say, listen, you have to detox the body in order for the body to well receive the nutrients of this new diet. But some people, what they do, they just cold turkey, they just go and start a new diet. But you shouldn't do that. And again, there's no right or wrong way to doing anything. This is what works for me. This is what has worked for many of my clients. This is what I see that gets good results. And this is what I personally feel is the proper, because again, there's no right or wrong way to do anything. It's the more logical way of doing it. That's just like you're not gonna spray yourself with with spray or perfume without taking a shower. You got to take a shower first before
Mm-hmm.
you spray the perfume. You see, so
Right.
cleansing, like I said, it's nothing wrong with what you're doing. You're actually on the right path of higher consciousness. But you should, you just gotta do that white light, and periodically do what you need to do, so that you can, maintain this alignment with your higher self, with the internal vortex that's within you, with the soul. We're not talking about the physical. We're not talking about what you know in the mind, in your brain. We're not talking about brain. We're talking about the mind. We are Pisceans. We deal with right brain functioning. We dealing with Akashic records, spirituality. We dealing with art. We dealing with science. You see. So again, we're not dealing with studying, we're dealing with feelings, intuition, emotion. You feel me, right? Speaking the
Right.
word, being truthful. But in order for us to get in tune with that within ourselves, what do we have to do? We gotta cleanse. A lot of cleansing. Just periodically. And you're doing good though.
And in January, I started my vegan. I stopped eating meat. I was
Mhm.
leaning towards that anyway. Like over
Mhm.
the years, I had stopped eating certain things and
Mhm.
certain things. So I got to the point to where I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna quit playing with it. Let's go ahead and do it. So during that time, I've been doing cleansing, like herbal cleansing, to cleanse my body so I can, you know, I just wanted to make sure that I was in tune to whatever it is that whatever transition I was going to be going through.
Mhm.
I didn't want certain things in me that would be blocking me. I was trying to, just striving to get to that, you know, place where I can be effective, and that the things that I'm doing would be effective, and it just
Mhm.
wouldn't be,
Mhm.
I wanted it to be effective. So I'm still in that, place where I'm still learning. I'm learning how to, eat,
Mhm.
um, eat right.
Mhm.
As far as being creative, with my foods and stuff like that. Since I'm not consuming meats.
You're on the right path. Yeah, you're on the right path. You're again. I can't stress this anymore. You are in transition of new beginnings and starting a new chapter, number 9, and the new chapter is getting closer to your godhood, to your God self. And again, the deities that you should work with is Ampu, or rather Set. And it's interesting because that you express your level of love for astrology, because I do believe Ampu deals with that. And I said that way before you even told me that you was into this astrology and numerology. So get into them, research them, see how you can, set altars up for them, and get with the program, get your grandmother some milk, some white flowers would do. She's happy with what you are. She's definitely, she's in a very good state. You know her birthday? She's very sweet.
No, I don't know her birthday.
Okay. She feels like a earth sign, very earthy, very, grounding and very loving. Pisces is the sign of the mother, the universe. But the earth signs is the sign of the earth. It's daughter earth. Mama universe and daughter earth. So that's a beautiful thing with her. She's peace. Do you have any questions?
I have one other question concerning my purpose. Not everybody's looking for their purpose. Okay, why am I here? What's the purpose of what is it that I'm supposed to gain here? And I've been looking for that, but just trying to get a better understanding. More importantly, I've been working on some business. I've been working on some internet marketing for some years now, and it wasn't until I got a divorce that I've really been spending a lot of time trying to make this manifest, because I was, I have ideas or things I want to do. But I was thinking I could help people with and show them how to market their businesses or whatever product or service that they have online. But in the process, I mean, it seemed like there's some type of block, because I have all this knowledge, I have all this know-how, but making it manifest is just not happening. I just feel like there's something blocking me from
Like I said, the only person that's blocking you is yourself. And remember, the first thing that I said to you is that you have a mastermind. And I didn't even know that you was a Pisces. Pisceans are known to be entrepreneurs and to own lots of different businesses, especially on a metaphysical or spiritual realm. When you ask, what am I supposed to be doing? The spirit realm said he's multi-talented, so it's very hard for us to pinpoint just one thing. Now, which relates to what I told you in the beginning of our session, where I said you have a mastermind. Now, normally when my clients ask me that particular question, I always say to them, what is it that you desire to do? You know, and whatever it is that you desire to do is what you should be doing. I never tell people, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, because it doesn't come from their own spirit. You, at this particular point now, you should have a solid foundation of, okay, I'm interested in this and this is what I want to do. And whatever it is that you want to do, you should be doing. I chose this path. You have to choose your path. Your path doesn't choose you, you see. Way before I even started channeling for my clients and stuff like that, I told myself this is something that I want to do. I want to be somebody that heals people, that guides people on the spiritual level, that helps people, find out who they are. And look what I'm doing now. I'm channeling in my freaking bedroom. Like most of the time I'm in my bedroom channeling, chilling, you know, getting easy money. Like and this is what I choose to do. So in any event, you you have lots of talents, but again, right now it's all on the self work is what your spirit guides is saying. Listen, tell them it's all about the self work, and once you get the self work, you will get the external work and things will begin to come to you. But let me tell you one thing, if you keep doubt saying, oh, I don't know, or putting certain words out in the universe, that cause a confusion, and you don't want confusion, you want clarity. And this is the reason why that white and gold light is so much important or beneficial to you, so that you can gain this clarity within and open up that third eye of yours. And you'll begin to see the marketing thing position that you mentioned is very beneficial, even if you want to sell homes. If you want, like I said to you, preach the word. I feel like that is something that you came back to do, helping people gain knowledge of self. And guess what? Whoever don't want to gain knowledge of self, screw them. That's not who you need to deal with. You have to align yourself with people, like-minded people. And that's why the first one of the other first things that came up was what? You need to protect yourself, because the people that you're going to get in contact, or the people that you're surrounded with, is also going through their own transition, which is a good thing. But at this particular point now, you can't afford to pick up on other people's nonsense, especially if you're not cleansing yourself periodically. Okay?
It's funny that you said that
Mhm.
spiritual word, because as I began to go through my transition,
Mhm.
I was seeing how the knowledge that I gained, from my years of study, how I can, assist ones in their transition as they begin to wake up and come out of different things. I can see myself doing something like that as well.
That's your purpose. That's one of your purpose. We have different purposes. It's just you. It's not just one thing that we came at. We can't. If you consider yourself a god, how the hell you going to be on this planet doing one thing? You crazy?
Right.
I do everything. I mean, except for sell drugs and sell my yoni. I do everything. I'll sell food. I do, provide holistic nutritional consultant, spiritual consultant, inspirational speaking. I channel for people. I prepare spiritual baths. I sell herbs. I mean, what the hell? Any and everything that my spirit aligns me with is what I do. So it's not one purpose. You choose your purpose. You choose your purpose. And then you go along with it.
And I have knowledge on all that stuff. I attended years and years of health lectures and learning about herbs and proper eating and nutrition and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just so many things that I'm looking at how I can use this internet marketing. I can just touch on so many different things that I'm interested in. And I'm just looking, I'm like, okay, but I need to get it going. But I feel like I just need to focus on myself, on clearing this past life, because it's funny that you mentioned that, because everything that you're saying, I'm like, okay, that's why that happened, because, okay, and it's just a confirmation for me, to focus more and to be patient, to be patient, because I'm like, impatient a lot of times. I'm like, okay, I asked for this and it's still not happening, so did I ask for it wrong, or because it should be happening now, like.
But then too, check this out. Things happens to you when it's supposed to happen to you, and not when you want it to happen to you. And I personally know for a fact that the reason, or they may not be the reason, but things don't come to you when you want it to, because the universe over and understands that you may or may not be ready for it when you ask for it. And when you ask for it, it is the seed that is being planted into the universe. So you have to allow the thought to grow. However, the thought is okay, you plant the seed and now you know that the seed would grow. But many of us, such as what you just said, many of us, we plant the seeds, but it's like, well, damn, it didn't come yet, so then that means you killed it. That means you no longer have any faith in it, or you do not believe that the idea that you planted will manifest. So overstand things on a metaphysical and energetic level as well. And that's why I mentioned to you about this love life, or this beautiful goddess that will be coming into your life in the near future, is that we want to align yourself with her when you are at peace within yourself, when you have mastered the energy, the laws of attraction, cause and correspondence, the gravity, or whatever the situation, whatever the laws of the universe is. Once you have came into complete alignment with yourself, with the internal vortex, or the higher source within you, then I would consider aligning myself with a loved one. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Just because a sister is beautiful or blah blah blah, people be having issues, yo. Like people be having
Yeah,
people be having
yeah,
issues, yo. You don't got time for that, man. You don't got time for that.
yeah, and I haven't had time for it.
Yeah.
Ever since I left, I've been focused on myself. I've went to lunch with a couple of people, but nothing serious, nothing beyond that. It's just been focused on my business idea and
Mhm.
gaining whatever my purpose is. And
Mhm.
I just kept that, my mind stayed there. And now I look like I'm gonna have to go even deeper.
Mhm.
Just shut off everybody and just focus really in on myself.
Mhm. Well, not necessarily shutting off everybody, but shutting off people that are not along the same path as you. You see, that's the main goal, or rather, aligning yourself with someone, even such as myself. You aligned yourself. We aligned ourselves. Look how ill we connected. You get what I'm saying? That was a manifestation. That was some Piscean shit. You get what I'm saying? That was something Pisces do, manifesting and creating, and we were in tune with each other. We were sending each other signals through the ethers. I didn't have your number. I told you the number got lost in the archives. So I'm trying to get in contact with you. So that is the signal. Listen, I'm trying to get in contact with you. You at home doing what you doing, and then wait, hold up. Let me check my email. That's the signal. You got the signal. Once you got the signal to check your email, you got my message, and then you responded. That's it. Just aligning yourself with people that are on the same frequency as yourself. That's it. Prime example. Okay. So, my love, I wish you the best. This session has been recorded, so I will definitely send you a copy once I upload it. And just keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. You're doing good. Your grandmother's here. She's very happy. She accepts all the offerings that you have been given. It has been received. And you just be your Pisces, be yourself, and just don't overload yourself with outside energy. And what I mean by outside energy is just other people's energy, in a sense. Because it's all about self. It's all about looking at the man in the mirror. Okay? Sounds good. Yep, sounds good. Well, I enjoyed this session. This is actually my last session. It is 10 o'clock here in New York City. So, but I had to speak to you today. I was like, no, you pay, you gave me the love exchange about 3 days ago. It's like, listen, I gotta fit him in. I don't care if it was at 12 o'clock at night tonight. I was gonna fit you in. And it was a beautiful experience, and I thank you. I always tell my first time clients, please feel free to recommend me to anyone, and create a bless.
Yeah, I've told two people already, so
Okay.
hopefully they'll be contacting me.
All right. All right. Well, give them your feedback, and I look forward to speaking with you again.
All right. Likewise. wife.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Creator bless.